Hi, I'm Shanika Center. I'm the Virtual Content Specialist for Middle School Science for Multilingual Learners and English Language Learners. This is the second of 3 videos for the lessons week of 5-10, and this lesson is going to be focused on the activity that students are required to do for their final performance task for Unit 4. Students are asked to write a letter to the mayor describing the information that they've learned throughout this unit and proposing a solution on the algal blooms. So this lesson will walk students through where to find the information and how to structure their letter using the provided structure in the lesson. Hi, I'm Shanika Center. I'm the Virtual Content Specialist for Middle School Science for Multilingual Learners and English Language Learners. Today's video, we are going to write our letter to the mayor, which is our final task for Unit 4. So before we get started, you are going to have this template provided for you. I've highlighted in orange the parts where you're going to have to add your information. So throughout this video, I'm going to show you where you can go to previous lessons to get that information to complete your letter. So the first part of the letter is asking you to describe the problem at the local lake. So for this portion of the letter, you are going to go back to the liftoff task. You can find this either in your student guide or you can find it in our lesson from last week. And you're going to copy and paste the group answer here into this portion of your letter. You should already have formulated an answer, but if you did not, you can use the sentence starter at the lake, and you can describe what's happening at the lake using this information here. The second part of your letter formation, you're being asked to describe what you know about the blue-green toxic algae. So what you're going to do is go to task 1, and take your group answer from this portion of the template and copy and paste it into this section. You can use the sentence starter. So some years there are many algae blooms, other years there are not that many algae blooms. This is because, why? You're going to use the information in this group answer to complete this sentence here. This is because. Okay, so moving on to the next part. So in this portion, you're going to talk about the weather. You're going to talk about the different weather conditions and how the weather helped led to the algae blooms. You're going to review the information from task 2 and copy and paste the information from your group answer here into this sentence starter. So there are certain types of weather that cause more algae blooms. These weather conditions are blank. So whatever information you have here, whatever type of weather, whatever type of air fronts that you discussed with your group last week, that's what's going to formulate your answer for this part here. Now you're going to decide, which you should have already done last week, but you're going to write your decision. So do you believe that there are environmental factors or genetic factors that cause the algal blooms? So in this paragraph, you're going to make your claim. So you believe that there are environmental factors or genetic factors, and then provide some evidence. Again, you're going to use the information from task 3 and your group answer in task 3 to complete that portion of the paragraph or the letter. You can also use the information from task 4 where we're talking about genetics from parents to offspring, and we're talking about nature versus nurture. You can use the sentence starters here to strengthen your answer. So this better supports blah, 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 blah. You can use the sentence starter. The major factors that cause the algal blooms are. And then for the final part of your letter, you're going to refer back to the lesson, the video from this week, video 1, that provides you with different solutions for the algal blooms. In that lesson, we ranked the 4 different solutions. You're going to revisit that chart and put in the best solution. So whichever solution you rank number 1, you're going to use that to create your solution for this part of the, you're going to use your number 1 solution for this portion of the paragraph. So based on this information, I propose that the best solution for the algal blooms is, so you can say it's the microorganisms, it's the bacteria, whatever you think is the best solution, you're going to include that and then explain why. So once you're finished with this letter or filling out these blanks in the letter, you will be done with your letter to the mayor and you will be finished with your performance task. The only part you have left is the peer feedback.